Our psalm for Takeout Tuesday that's found in our lectionary is Psalm 107. Notice before we begin reading that it's the beginning of book 5 in the Psalms. So the Psalms are divided up into various books. And here we see this theme of thanksgiving for deliverance from many troubles, including troubles from the water. And so it's a wonderful selection for this week, as the gospel lesson is Jesus on the boat with the disciples, stilling the storm. Think about that story as we read the first couple verses and then skip over to verse 23 to the end. Read along with me. "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, those he redeemed from trouble and gathered in from the lands, from the east and from the west, from the north and from the south." And now we'll skip over to verse 23 to the bottom. "Some went down to the sea in ships, doing business on the mighty waters. They saw the deeds of the Lord, his wondrous works in the deep. For he commanded and raised the stormy wind, which lifted up the waves of the sea. They mounted up to heaven. They went down to the depths. Their courage melted away in their calamity. They reeled and staggered like drunkards and were at their wits' end. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he brought them out from their distress. He made the storm be still, and the waves of the sea were hushed. Then they were glad because they had quiet, and he brought them to their desired heaven. Let them thank the Lord for his steadfast love, for his wonderful works to humankind. Let them extol him in the congregation of the people." Indeed, we see that he stills the waters here from those who have experienced that calamity. We certainly have here in Naples. But it's also interesting that we begin, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever." We're taught to pray that prayer after each meal. Beginning of the meal, we bless the Lord, and at the end, we say, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good." We always remember that his steadfast love endures forever. May that be your prayer as you reflect on how God has saved and redeemed you. And when you do, openly tell people that you have indeed been redeemed from your trouble. Have blessings for this week. Bye-bye now.